Hey everyone, I just finished installing a dishwasher and bought my first TV in the US. I'm alone this holiday, but for the first time, I actually feel like I'm exactly where I belong. So if you're alone this holiday season, I want to say congratulations. I know that probably sounds weird and you might feel a little down about it, but you've been set apart for a reason. You're being prepared for something bigger. Today, I want to talk about isolation and what it really means when you find yourself alone. I know being alone is uncomfortable. It can leave you feeling confused, frustrated, maybe even a little bitter, like, why me? Why am I going through this? Why does everyone else seem to have their person and I'm here alone? But you have to realize this. When you choose being alone, you're not settling for less than you deserve. This is actually a very powerful choice, and I really want you to understand that. Isolation cuts out all the noise so you can finally hear yourself think. It removes you from other people's opinions, from the constant need to show up for everyone else, from the drama, from those surface level connections that were draining your energy anyway. It gives you the chance to align with what you truly want in life and start attracting that. Think about it. When you're constantly surrounded by people, always busy with social obligations, always checking your phone to see what everyone else is doing, when do you actually tune into yourself? You don't. You're too distracted. You're too busy consuming everyone else's energy, and you don't leave any space to cultivate your own. That's exactly why this season of isolation is so important. It forces you to slow down. It forces you to sit with yourself. It removes all those external voices so you can finally hear your own inner voice, your intuition, your truth. And I know it's hard. Trust me, I know. I'm right here with you. And we're going to experience real transformation very soon. The thing is, we only have a limited perspective. We can only see what's right in front of us, what's happening right now. But there's a much bigger picture that we can't see. The universe, God, whatever you believe in, has a higher vantage point. It can see where you are now and where you're going. It can see what you need to learn before you get there. So even if you feel like, it's been 6 months, it's been a year, I'm ready for my breakthrough, this is your reminder to be patient and humble. You have to be willing to say, I don't have all the answers, but I trust there's a plan. I trust it's all working out for my highest good, even when I can't see it yet, even when I feel stuck. When you're alone, you develop a deep, authentic relationship with yourself in a way you never have before. This is probably the most transformative part of isolation. When you're isolated, physically or emotionally, that's when you really get to know who you are. Not who people think you are, not who you pretend to be on social media, not the version of yourself you perform for others, but who you actually are at your core. You start depending on yourself for validation instead of seeking it from others. You find companionship within yourself instead of feeling like you need someone else to complete you. You create your own sense of belonging instead of trying to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. You can't run to other people anymore. You become your own source, your own home. And this matters because most people spend their entire lives running from themselves. They stay busy so they don't have to think. They consume content non-stop so they don't have to sit with their own thoughts and emotions. We're scared of being alone because we're scared of what we might discover. But if you didn't go through this season of being alone, you wouldn't have built this relationship with yourself. You wouldn't have learned what you're truly capable of. More importantly, when you're isolated, you're actually being protected in ways you can't even comprehend right now. I used to ask, why am I alone? Why aren't things working out? Why do I feel so stuck? But looking back, I can see I was being protected the whole time. Protected from the wrong people, people who would have drained my energy, held me back, or distracted me from my path. And what's even more beautiful is that when you come out of this isolation, you'll meet your soulmate from a place of wholeness. You'll attract people at your conscious level instead of settling for someone who doesn't truly align with you. Because here's what most people don't understand: everything you want requires a certain version of you. A healthier version, a wiser version, a stronger, more healed version. And becoming that version takes time, space, and focus. So if you're alone right now, especially during the holidays, when it feels like everyone else is surrounded by people, I need you to know this means you are strong. Stronger than a lot of people on this planet. And you're doing amazing. I want you to leave a comment saying, I am alone and I am preparing for a big breakthrough. We will become the best versions of ourselves as this season of isolation comes to an end. Thank you guys for watching. Happy holidays. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.